Pep Guardiola, Jurgen Klopp, Hansi Flick when he was still at Dortmund, what do they have in common? Some people will say it's their success in the previous 5 years in the Champions League and domestic leagues. But there is one thing that is very important. It's not what they do when they have the ball, but it's what they do after losing the ball. And I have seen Ugut Atazwan is also trying to adopt this similar strategy, but we have one problem. Hello and welcome to Khosi Nation Fan TV. I am Pilo, I am your host. This is where fans meet and talk about Kaizer Chiefs Khosi Football Club. And in this video, I want us to talk about this one key thing that seems to be a problem that is hindering Umangete from playing the kind of football that he wants to play. And it's this, fitness. It's as simple as that. Our players right now don't seem to be fit enough to play the kind of football that Atazwane wants them to play. If you go back and look at Bayern Munich, you will realize Uguti, most players after joining Bayern, they have massive body transformation, because when they go to play for Bayern requires you to be the kind of team that will be high pressing and playing a high line and be dominant for the entire 90 minutes. Now someone will say, but Bayern Munich, they are playing in a Farmers League. Particularly Farmers League, yeah, but they also come with Champions League and dominate. And I mentioned in the Baga Hansi Flick, Hansi Flick when he was at Bayern, he was making sure his team is always capitalizing after losing the ball and pressing the team. And we've seen the same thing with Atazwan. Beginning of the season, we saw the team always wants to press and win the ball back. However, in the games that followed, we saw Zwane started to be more cautious. The line wasn't as high as it was beginning of the season. And that's not because Atazwane is a bad coach, no. That's because he started realizing his players could not play the entire 90 minutes at the same intensity that he requires from them. We saw the same thing against the Arrows in this previous game that we played. Each team was so good in the first half, high intensity, good on the ball, going forward, making runs behind, doing all these things, the good stuff that we want to see the team doing. But then in the second half, they dropped off. Someone will say, no, but it's because it was a long break and the players were not fit enough. I will also highlight they did the same thing against the Swallows when they played against the Morocco Swallows FC. They came in, first half, high intensity, pressure, everything was good. We're like, yeah. Second half, they come back, they're all relaxed. They are not relaxed. They're just tired and they're struggling to cope with that system. And now people are going to say, Zwane is putting these players under pressure and blah, blah, blah. But the thing is, you say, when he's playing at that intensity, we are forcing the opponent to concede goals. We are making sure the opponent is working extra hard to a point they are tired, and when they win the ball back from us, they don't have enough pace to even hit us on the break, because now they can't even leave anyone up front. They will catch us on a counter when they get the ball, but they have to get all of their players to come back and defend, because we are so quick, we are so pacey when we have the ball. The problem is that right now our players don't seem to be fit. And one of the things that made me happy when Zwane got appointed beginning of the season is that we also got a new physical trainer. And I was happy with, it's going to help Ipola Zwane. But so far, I won't say, he sucks, he hasn't done his job, because he's just been there for 6 months, and I know this might take some time. But this thing of a transformation, this thing of a team improving and becoming better won't just come down to whether Umdu does his job as a physical trainer, but it will also come down to our players. Are they also willing to put in the work that is required to play at the highest level? Because if you are expected to play heavy metal, if you are expected to be at the face of your opponent, if you are expected to play that kind of football, then you must also put a certain amount of responsibility over yourself. Look, we want to play high intensity football, and that's what I should do. We cannot have our team playing so well in the first half and we are ready in the second half. Come on, boys, let's go. And then what we end up doing, the entire second half. I'm not saying Kaizer Chiefs players suck, no, because sometimes people take criticism of a team as if now it's because you're hating on the team. But I'm just saying, Guti, this is the thing that will really help Chiefs. Look at players who have played at their highest intensity for a long time. Look at them. Ronaldo. And the players who have gained the weight, they fall off. Even if they still have some quality, like Suarez, he gained the weight, although he still had some quality in him, but the legs were gone because his shape yakhe, his discipline yakhe, in terms of what he put in on his body, how much exercises, is not at the level it once was. So I think Chiefs will do much better if our players will start taking this one area seriously. What do you think, guys? Do you think this is accurate? Let me know down in the comment section below. If you also enjoyed the video, please do like and subscribe to this channel. I will see you on the next video, and until next time, remember, Khosi alphela umoya.